3 blocks in 3 days. Yes, indeed, it's another Steve's Factory Manager update, and yes, it's another block. So this time I have the block gate for you, which you can craft by combining the inventory cable with a iron pickaxe and a dispenser. So a dispenser, an iron pickaxe, and an inventory cable will give you 1 block gate. So let's take a look at what we can do with that. So first of all, I'm just going to hook it up something like this, and as you saw, we have a yellow front there, so that's basically where it's facing, right? Okay, so what I want to do is move everything, all the items from the block gate. So the block gate is an inventory. All the items there, we will see what that will do. Like I said, all items to the chest. So basically just get everything from there. Okay, so what will this do? Well, not a lot actually. What's the inventory of this thing anyways? Well, the inventory of a block gate is basically the block in front of it. There you go. So we try to grab all the items from there, and therefore it's going to pick that up and move it to the chest. Like so. So each time I place a block here, that it's going to consume it and go over there. But like I said, we're accessing the inventory, and that's what's breaking it. So now nothing is going to happen because, well, we're not actually extracting what's in the inventory. This will still count as a part of the inventory of this one, but we have to extract it for the block to actually get removed. So we can take a look on that like this. So it's not like we're breaking it just because, well, we tell it to break. It's an inventory like everything else. So what I can do is just select the block gate here, and what I'm going to do is, you know, a piece of dirt. So now we're looking for a piece of dirt inside the inventory of the block gate, and if we have that, then we want to break whatever is front of there and put it there. Note that I search for a piece of dirt, not a piece of grass, because the grass is the block, but the block gate's inventory is basically what we would get if we pick it up, and that's a piece of dirt. So that's what we're checking for, and there we go. So now if I put like a cable here, it's not going to break that, or a chest, because it's not matching our condition. So basically, we're not getting to the input and output here, which moves the item. So just because we have something in front of the block gate, that doesn't mean that it's going to break it and well, put it somewhere. It's just because we're accessing everything in the inventory and move it. So that's what we're doing here. And together with the block detector from yesterday, you can do a simple cobblestone farm. This is just a simple example that I set up. So yeah, there you go. So now it's going to break those. And one fun thing, because the cobblestone is broken as soon as it appears due to this block up detector. I can actually stand here because, well, the block disappears right away, and that's going to move them all over here. That's right. So just a few commands here for them, obviously like that. Right. So just to trigger input output. Right. Okay. So you can check the inventory there with the condition, and you can move things from it, but quite obviously it's an inventory, so we should be able to put things in it. What happens if we put things in it? Well, you can probably guess what's going to happen. So I'm just going to disconnect the condition. I'm going to use that later. So let's use the block gate there, and let's use the chest here. So now I'm going to move it from the chest to the block gate instead, and boom, it placed the dirt block. So if you move things to the inventory, then it's going to place that in front of it. But as you also might see, we have a stack here of some dirt. And the reason why that happens is because, well, we tried to place all of these things that we had in the chest in the inventory here, but its inventory is basically what's in front of it, or, well, if you move things to it, it will place it, but you can't place 5 pieces of dirt in the same spot at the same time. That's not going to work. So what it had to do was just discard the rest, and that's the only thing it can do. So it overflowed, and therefore it has to discard the other ones. To make sure that that's not happening, we can of course use some fancy conditions here. Okay, so I'm just going to look for if we have a piece of dirt there, and if we do have that, then I don't want to do anything, but otherwise I want to move things here. And what I'm going to move is basically a piece of dirt, like so. You can do this differently as well. You can set up a blacklist as well in the output, but since I had a condition, I'm going to do it like that. Okay, there we go. Right, so now if I add a stack of dirt there, as soon as I remove the block here, it's going to move one of these here. Yes, because I set it up like that. But like I said, you can use the blacklist for the outputs as well. That's probably easier. So just say, well, you can't put any more, or actually the whitelist. Sorry, yeah. So allow dirt to go in here, but just one block, nothing more, and therefore it will keep one block there, and that will work perfectly fine. Right, so that's pretty much it. Move blocks to the block breaker, not block breaker, to the block gate. It was called the block breaker first, but because it's just both a breaker and a placer, it got the name block gate. So it's a gateway between the system and the blocks in the world. And that's pretty much it. So break and place, and of course also check it, because its inventory is what we have there. And I'm pretty sure you can think of quite a few things you can build with it. I built something very silly. It's not useful in any way at all, but it looks fairly cool. What's happening is basically sand is falling down here. All these block up the detectors detect that, and then the block gates on here picks the block up and moves it up here and just drops it, and then that just loops and loops and loops until, of course, you turn it off. And there we go. So that's pretty much it. Good luck.